are you?
Come on in. Good, yourself?
Not too bad.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Have a
meet you as
seat. Alright. So, before we get started, I'm just gonna briefly explain just the confidentiality. Whatever is said to me in here is confidential, but unless there is reason for me to believe that you're going to commit harm to yourself or others. You understand?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Alright, so can you tell me what brought you in today?
I struggle with sleeping, really. That's the biggest concern, yeah. I can't sleep. I've been able to sleep for the past 3 years.
Okay, 3 years, that's a long time without sleep.
It is, yeah.
How are you getting through school without?
Sheer luck. Coffee.
Alright, well, would you like to expand further? Like, what is it that is bothering you? What is it that's?
Well, I got hurt a while back, and I had a work-related injury. Ever since then, the injury itself has caused a lot of issues with sleeping. So I get a lot of discomfort. I even get anxiety about it. Maybe, I wouldn't say depression, but you start to worry about it a lot, and it starts to get you down, right? And then over time, you don't sleep for a week, you're just.
So that must be really hard going to school, or I didn't know that. It must be really hard not being able to get that proper amount of sleep.
Yes, it is. It is. I mean, I have adjusted over time to very limited amount of sleep, but it's still very, very taxing on the body.
So you said you were involved in an accident at work?
Yeah, a work-related injury, yeah.
Would you like to expand on that for me?
Back in 2014 of October, I did have surgery, but prior to that, it was the February of 2013, I believe it was, that I actually got hurt, and I had to work at my current employer still for that entire time until my surgery. So I was on light duties at first, but then they forced me to go back online, otherwise they were going to send me home without pay.
So just so I understand, you were working even after the injury?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And are you still working there, or?
I'm still currently employed, yes, but I haven't been back for 16, 17 months now.
Okay, and because of the injury, or?
Yes. Since my surgery, I haven't been back yet.
Okay, and what are you currently doing right now to keep yourself busy?
Not a whole lot, because I have a lot of physical limitations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I play video games,
Video games?
watch movies. I take my dogs for walks when I can, because I gotta be careful. I gotta be able to have an off-leash area so I don't have them tugging on my arm, right? That's what I heard. So for that, driving around.
Okay, well, those are all occupying things, right?
Yeah.
Does it help keep your mind off the stress of
It does,
being able to
yes.
sleep?
It certainly does help me keep my mind off the stress, but it doesn't help me sleep, right? It's just, I haven't really found anything that can help me sleep.
And from what I hear, you said it's not sleeping that's causing this stress and anxiety.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I agree with that, definitely, because if I can't sleep, my body's just stressed out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I start getting anxious about things. It's just the way it goes.
How do you cope with the loss of sleep? Like, how do you get through? You said that you play video games and you walk your dogs, but when it comes, what do you do at night before bed?
Bed. I don't even remember the last time I slept in my bed, to be honest.
Oh.
Just because the way I have to lay, it causes a lot of discomfort to lay in bed, so I tend to sleep on the couch when I do, so I can sit in a sort of an upright, propped position. So things I do before I go to bed, sometimes I try a bath, hot shower.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a whole lot that I can really do. I've tried taking medications, but they don't do a whole lot except make me feel weird and ill and sick, so.
You've tried medication before?
Yeah, I have.
And you said it doesn't help.
Sometimes if I do some stretches before, it tends to help, but I don't really know what type of stretches I should be doing to sort of alleviate maybe some of that.
So are you looking for more, are you trying to seek different ways and exercising ways? It seems like it, because you said you're walking your dogs and
Yeah.
and you stretch.
I'm trying to find maybe some more physical, because like prior to my surgery, prior to everything happening, I was a very, very active person. Like I'd be running with my dogs. I'd go for runs every day with my dogs. I was playing paintball, playing baseball. I was quite an active person, working on cars quite all the time. So there wasn't a point really where I had a lot of downtime where I was sitting around doing nothing. So I went from like going 100 miles an hour to doing 10 miles an hour now.
So that's really, it has affected you, the loss of exercise and
Oh.
being active?
100%, yeah.
Do you find it's leaving you more time to think about and stress about the not sleeping?
Definitely. Oh yeah.
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 So, just going back to, you said that you don't work anymore, and you said you keep yourself busy by extracurriculars or.
Yeah.
Do you are you affiliated with any kind of like programs, or are you involved in any?
Not overly, no. No, actually, I'm not.
No?
No.
Just trying to think of a way to help you feel a little bit more active and involved. Do you have a good, strong social group of like support group, sort of like friends, family?
This sort of touches on another base, actually. I don't really want to talk about it too much, but
That's fine.
recently split with my ex, so
Okay.
a lot of the social outings or social anything has sort of gone away, right? Because we were together for 11 years, something like that. So
Long time.
you tend to get mutual friends.
Yeah.
So mutual friends pick sides. A lot of them went with her.
Okay.
So I lost a lot of that social outing, right? So tried, but
Okay, so I'm gonna bring it back. So you said you had a relationship. I don't
Yeah.
wanna get too off track, but so the loss of the social part and then the loss of being active seems to be.
it all sort of came at once, really.
Mhm.
It was shortly after.
That must have been really hard for you,
Yeah,
especially
it's a little difficult.
now that you don't work and.
I didn't really have anybody to depend upon after my surgery, so
Okay, so
I
you
lost
do.
a lot of that. Like it was only a few months prior to my surgery that everything sort of blew up.
Mhm.
So
Alright. Well, that's a lot, that is a lot, and like, not to have that social support to
Yeah.
help you is, and to keep you occupied too, right?
yeah.
But have you thought about trying to stretch out your connections here, like to get involved in activities that may not be strenuous on your body? As you said, you're in a
Yeah.
lot of pain, right?
See, I've thought about that, but when I start thinking about it, then I start to get into the fact that I don't know my limitations with WSIB, so
Right.
here it becomes a bit of a difficult situation, because I don't want to do something that's going to go against them, because if I go against them, then they could just drop everything of me. So it's sort of made it difficult to really do anything, because I'm sort of afraid to do anything, right? So I don't want to lose all my funding, basically, to survive life.
Right. So, just trying to, it's a lot of information, and it seems like you have a lot going on and a lot of stress, but I just want to touch on the fact that you're not sleeping and the
Mhm.
stress around that, and what we can do to maybe help relieve it a bit. Sorry, I'm just gonna need a minute to think, because it's a lot
Well,
to take in.
it is. I mean, the one thing I can tell you that's really like helped me is when I do actually do physical things, like when I do go for walks with my dog. So I mean, I don't really know what I can do social program wise. Like I don't know what's up much in my area, right? So if I could get out more, I think that would probably take my mind off of it a lot more. Maybe I would get a better sleep at night. I don't know. I'm very open to try anything.
You're open?
Oh yeah.
Well, that is a good quality, being open to ideas. And from what my understanding, what I'm getting is you are really missing out on that active lifestyle. You miss interacting with people, and you feel like am I right when I say you feel isolated maybe?
Basically, yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
limited on if I can go, what I can do when I go out, or where I can go out and stuff like that. I just sort of feel like a hobbit, stuck in the hobbit hole.
Well, would you like me to do for you? I can, sorry, I won't say that, but, support-wise, because as for the sleeping, you said that you have tried, different things, hot shower,
Yeah.
and it's not really working for
It
you?
relaxes me, but my problem is to actually physically stay asleep. I mean, that's the real issue. I don't know if, I haven't really thought about much. I don't know what my doctor could do for me. Like, it hasn't been very helpful. I don't know,
Not very helpful.
no.
So I'd like to focus on, if that's okay with you, like just getting you feeling, doing things that you're physically comfortable, but keeping you busy, so you're not feeling isolated. And maybe it will possibly ease the stress of not sleeping.
Yeah.
But we are near the end of our session. If you are comfortable with where we're leaving off, do you feel like I know you've touched on a lot of things.
I have. I've given you a lot of information.
How
in a
are you
short period of
feeling?
time.
If you wanna do a check-in,
I'm pretty good. Like, I was alright when I came in, but I'm pretty good. Like, I mean, you sort of opened my eyes to give me some ideas to where I could sort of start from.
Okay. All right, well, it is still the first session, and I just don't wanna overwhelm you. So,
Thank you.
yeah, no, I just want you to tell me today a goal that you would like to accomplish, and it could be a very small, leave it kind of a small goal that you'd like to try and work on within the next little bit until we see each other again. Would you like me to help you form that goal? Like, it seems as though the activity part.
The activity part would be good, yes. But I think I probably would be able to find that easier myself, more.
Yeah.
I'd be more interested in maybe what there is to do in my community, what there is
Okay.
to, I can reach out to sort of get me more involved and get me out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sort of a goal I'd be more interested in sort of attaining and setting for myself today.
Okay, as
Yeah.
long as you feel that it's an attainable goal for you.
I would think so.
Yeah, and have you looked into, I think you said you haven't really.
I haven't really looked, no.
Okay, so maybe that, and if you need help, I can be prepared for our next session, I can help you out with resources but from my understanding, you'd like to reach out into your community, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for next session, would you think that would be a good goal, is to look into resources or possible community activities?
Sure, yeah. Resources would be good, yeah. Something to get me out of the house, some ideas anyway, to get me started.
Yeah, it seems as though you're a social person from my understanding, and we all need our social time, right?
Yes, we do. I don't like to sit in the house all the time.
And that's, I can vouch for that, I agree. It must be really hard just being isolated, so we'll work on that together,
Good.
okay?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, and we're good? All right, well, thank you for coming in, Caleb. It was
You're
really nice meeting you.
Yes.
All right? And you enjoy your day, and I will see you, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Take care.